Oh man, like, where do I begin on this one? This is this is uh I guess I want to come on here and just sit and take this little opportunity to talk about something the reason it's frustrating is because I was venting on my channel this morning about how when you work with black people in business, a lot of times you get fucked over. I just talked to MOT a minute ago, Man of Tomorrow. I gave him a call. Man of Tomorrow has had to go and pick up a truck because somebody had a stroke or something like that, and Man of Tomorrow had to literally catch a plane because some dude, they had to track his truck down. Some nigga done got his truck and running lows on the man's truck, on Man of Tomorrow's truck. Black dude. See what I'm saying? When are we going to admit that black people have a problem in how they conduct business? I see so much excuse making in the comment section. This is why you can never hold a mirror up to the face of black people and just tell the truth and say, man, y'all doing some fucked up business, bro. You're not doing right, man. Like, we always gotta make excuses for just outright ratchetry that I see in the black community. Now, I got in the comments say, you didn't vet him right. First of all, the dude, it was a project he did out in Tucker. I was over, I went out and met him. Not that he half did my shit and did her shit dumb. She white. And you don't want to admit that shit? Niggas want to like, $4,000 is cheap for the work. You tried to get it done cheap. Man, get the fuck out of here with that dumb shit. Nigga, who the fuck are you? Who are you? I can't stand motherfuckers that want to come in my... Show me your receipts, nigga. Put that shit up in 3 hours. Okay? It took 3 hours to get that done. Then he came, you got salt. Just go watch the old videos. I had a sheetrock area that needed to be bathrooms, and that's it. And you telling me that's $4,000 and I'm getting that shit done cheap? Ignorant ass. That's a dude that ain't never done. I ain't trying to be funny. We got so many. The problem is, one of the biggest problems is that people listen to motherfuckers that ain't never done shit. That ain't never damn thing. Ain't show me your HUD statements, HUD 1 statements. I might listen to you. But for people to come in the comment section and be trying to talk about me instead of, well, you trying to make it like it's all black people. I mean, I didn't say all. Of course, I said that not all black people are like that. I said that. But I also feel like what people don't want to admit or adhere to or admit to is that there are a lot of black people in our community that do shoddy work, but then when they get in front of the white folks, they busting their ass, giving them the best work they ever seen. I met this dude at a job and walked through and looked at the motherfucker. I got pictures of shit that he was doing, decks that he built for a lady. Built the lady's banister and shit, got the shit going in spiral in the house. This dude works for, what's the name of that realty company? All the realtors call, his wife is a realtor. All the realtors call him and get him to do work in these houses. So he was supposed to be a reputable guy. But goddamn, this is the thing. I got to distrust what the fuck you show me. I got to distrust that I met you at a property. Look at I can't trust that. I got to go find 6 and 7 fucking... If I'm going to do all that, man, shit, I might well go get some wood and hammer and nails and do it myself. Damn. Y'all making so many excuses for people that fail. People that are mediocre. That's out here doing mediocre work. But then we'll turn around and get a white folks the best work they can give them. And then you want to talk about me and say I'm incompetent and I didn't do what I was supposed to do. And I got it. You was trying to cut corners and do it for cheap. $4,000? Let me tell you something. I ain't trying to be funny. $4,000 ain't the biggest amount of money. But I'm sorry. $4,000 for that work I gave him was actually pretty good. I probably could have got that shit done for $2,500 back in the day. But people out here trying to tell me, well, man, you was trying to cut corners. I hate armchair comment section investor motherfuckers that ain't never flipped a damn doghouse. Yeah, I said it. I ain't never flipped shit in their life. I ain't never sold a damn car. But you out here trying to tell me how I don't know what I'm talking about with how HUD one statements. Hey, brother, what's going on from London? You know what I'm saying? Hey, everybody. But do I need to go get HUD one statements and shit and show I'm legit and not just show I'm lying or something? Like, I don't know why people think when you trying to explain to them, look, man, this is right, this is wrong, this wasn't done. I need to go over to the house tomorrow or maybe next week or something and just walk through the house and say, all right, man, look at this. This need to be like this. This should have been like this. I know what I'm talking about. Notice you didn't hear me complain about the roof. That was essays. They got up on that roof in a few hours, knocked that roof out, and was gone about their business. You know what I'm saying? What's up, John? You know what I'm saying? They got up on that roof and in a few hours had that roof knocked out and was gone. Made their money, no questions asked, everything's thrown in the dumpster. I didn't have to worry about it. Y'all saw the video. I went out there at 12 o'clock. I think I came over there for lunch. They had just got the shingles. By the time I went live at 4 o'clock, they was packing up and walking out the door. 3.5 hours. They knocked out damn 28 squares, did my shit cut. All the damn shit was neat. Everything was thrown in the trash. That's what I like to do. That's the type of work I like to pay for. If I pay you $4,000, trusting that you have already done work for a lot of houses in the realty firm that his wife works for, then chances are this dude should be reputable because I know they're not getting him to do, because his wife also gets a lot of foreclosure listings. So they do work for banks and shit like that. So I know for a fact he done some type of work. He should have some type of, you just got some unlicensed guy and this, man, this is the thing. And another thing, let me say this. I said that he did 90% of the work. He built the LVL wall. It was great. He put up the sheetrock. Most of it was actually, a lot of the sheetrock work was finished, but it's not ready to be painted in certain sections. Like the kitchen in the upper left-hand side over there where that sheetrock had fell down, where I needed that 8x4, that sheet needed to be redone. Not the sheet, but the mudding that needs to be redone. The hallway bathroom, it's pretty much sheetrock. And like I said, when you walk by it, it looks fine. But when I walk in the bathroom and turn to the right and look in the bathtub, I can see where it wasn't done properly. If I look in the ceiling, I can see where it wasn't done properly. If I walk into the other bathroom, I can see where it wasn't done properly. Now, there were certain areas in the bedrooms and stuff that were mudded, sanded perfectly. They ready to be painted. I ain't got nothing to say. So for the most part, mudding is not something that I would probably have to, I'd probably get somebody there for $500 to redo the mud, and that'll be that. And it'll be done. But the problem is I have to do that. And so I said, well, if I paid him for that, that's the problem. You see what I'm saying? And so you like, well, man, he shouldn't get no money till it's done. My thing is this. He came back, did everything. I wasn't there. Somebody went over there. They didn't know no better. Called me up, told me it was straight. See what I'm saying? Then when I go, I see it. I'm like, damn. It wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't mad about the shit like that. I'm just telling you that I've noticed a pattern with African-American contractors. And I notice, and I know why they like that now, because all you gotta do is read the comments. I deleted 4 or 5 comments of people coming at me for saying something. It's almost like they want to they don't like me. They don't like my channel. Stay the fuck off. Unsubscribe. I don't give a shit. But my thing is, facts is facts, man. It's a reason black people are where they are. And a lot of it has to do with our work ethic. That's the elephant in the room. Work ethic and the lack thereof. Or when it comes to black people, should I say, there's a lack of work ethic. Because you scared of the white folks. This nigga scared of white folks. That's why I believe he did that lady work like he did, but then gave me some shoddy ass work. See what I'm saying? That's why MOT had to do the shit. He has to do the shit he doing right. This dude in a truck right now riding because somebody doing some dumb shit with his business. He done told me on numerous occasions he had a nigga come and try to vandalize his trucks and shit, and the police caught it. Shit like that. Black people. Why? Because you try to help black folks. Tell you what I did. I tried to get in the truck years ago. You know what happened? I had a motherfucker I gave $4,800, dude. We went down to the, I ain't give it to him. I went to the truck. We had a contract. We drew up a contract. We went down to Tifton, Georgia to Lone Mountain, walked in there, and we got a truck. We got us international, right? Of course, it was financed, right? Yeah, I guess I do got to be specific because I can't just say outright black people. Obviously, I'm not talking about, I'm black. fuck, like, damn. Like, you got to be like, these are some of the most, you know what? I can see when black women say, dudes get mad at black women in the black manosphere, and they be like, I wasn't saying all black women. These dudes will say 90%. I don't even go that high with black women. I never say that 90% of black women are this or 90. I don't go that high with my numbers. But I get why people get so upset with people, because they like, damn, clearly I wasn't talking about every black woman. Clearly I'm not talking about every black person that's in business. In my own video earlier, I stated clearly, I said, there are a lot of people that will do, I said I had a couple of people, I knew a guy named Lattimore that would come up and he would actually do me some solid work. He's a painter. I said, but he's in Montgomery, he always booked up. He hard to get up with. He always booked up. And I said, good, see, but that's the problem. I stated that in the video, but they didn't hear that part. Oh, they come in the comment section, they either lazy or don't have any listening comprehension to know what I was saying. I wasn't saying every black person is horrible in business. Obviously, that can't be the case. But what I am saying is we do have a problem with work ethic as black people to sit out here, especially when it comes to working for other black people. Whereas when it comes to white people, we will stay until midnight on a Friday night, making sure that they shit is tight and together. But when it comes to black people, we don't do that. And then when I say something, instead of guys just owning up, you can't hold a mirror up to black people and tell black people the truth about themselves. That's it. Yeah, you're right, screenwriter. Some people just love to troll. I'm gonna tell you something. If you're a troll and you got that kind of energy to give out, then that's why we where we are. Cause that's the thing. Like, and I know I always say this generation, because I'm gonna be honest with you, most of the people that are on YouTube that are in the comment sections, these people are under 40 years old. These are people that were born in the last 25, 30 years, right? These are youngsters. And they got that type of energy. That's why we fucked up. That's why. And we deserve to be fucked up. If you got to go out your way to go up under people's videos and say little stupid, ignorant ass comments, uninformed comments like that, and you don't think about what you're saying, and you just want to push some shit out, just pull some shit out your ass, like this dumb ass nigga just came in my comment section talking about, let's be honest, you was trying to save money. I'm like, $4,000 and I'm trying to save money. I paid a dude $4,000 to fix. Let me tell you what I bought. I bought 13 sheets of sheetrock. I bought three 20 feet long 2x10s, 13 pieces of sheetrock, and I think I bought like another 10 2x4s, 8 feet. So to hang 10, what's 13 pieces of sheetrock? What's that? Let's say he charged me $150 per sheet. That's $2,000 right there. The LVL, come on, man. And that's ridiculous. Usually if somebody charges you $150, that's overhead. He only hung about 3 sheets overhead. So that's about $500 that if he charged me that. But I had busted down to the stud. So it wasn't like he was hanging that shit over trying to even it out with the rest of it. I busted out the bathroom. The one bathroom didn't have no damn roof. We busted that out because it had been leaking. And then the other bathroom, he didn't have to go up to the ceiling. So he really just hung all this on the side, most of those sheets. And he didn't even need me. Let me tell you what else he did. He bought the sheets, right? So I come up to the Lowe's to pay for it. He bought 13 sheets of the green waterproof sheetrock, which cost me more money. Because those was like $12, $13 a piece when he could have got the 7, 8. He only needed about 5 of those. He really just needed. See, I don't even go into this shit because I know when I talk it, that's on you. That's your fault. You know what? I don't. That's the thing. Like in real estate, if I'm trying to teach a class, work a 9 to 5, because when I started this, I was actually working at what's the name? By the time you do all that, buy the materials, then he waited a week before he came out there. So the shit was just sitting there, right? So he waited. He came in. He started to work on that. He went in there. He did that. I'm supposed to come and hold his fucking hand like a child after I done told him specifically what I needed done. I didn't have to hold the Mexican's hands. You see what I'm saying? So somebody got to own up for, okay, the customer has to do all this in order to, it can't be that this dude just didn't do what the fuck he's supposed to do. It can't be that. It's my fault. I got to hold his hand like a child. You see what I'm saying? But see, I'm going to tell you what I did. Exactly. We are worst enemies. And that's what I'm saying. This dude sat up here and told me, somebody in the comment section talking about, well, you was trying to skip and save money, $4,000. Wait, $4,000? Come on, dog. Come on, man. Somebody come in the comment section and tell me that's not a good price. Somebody tell me that $4,000 to hang 3 2x4s, well, actually 3 2x10s, drill through, and put screws and bolts and make sure they sturdy, and hang it up, and then support that with some 2x4s up under it. 2x4s, you drill those into the wall, and then you rest it on top. That becomes your load-bearing wall, so then you can tear down your load-bearing wall. You know what I'm saying? That shit costs a lot of money. I think $4,000 is a pretty good price. You know what nobody said. I don't think nobody came. I don't think I gypped him for like I'm getting him for real cheap. They're like, oh man, you trying to skip coin and save money. Not for $4,000, bro. Tell me I'm trying to save money if I do like, if I'd have got that shit done for like $1,500, $2,000. Yeah, you might, okay, now you saving money. Now that's some old jackleg junkie niggas or something. I gave this dude $4,000. That's a nice ass price I paid. If somebody if you looking to do work and I tell you, hey man, I give you $4,000. How many of y'all in the comments saying like, you know what, that's actually not bad. If you even been around work, if you've been around real work and had some shit done before, $4,000, I got a $30,000 budget, and I spent $4 just to get you to put up an LVL wall and do the sheetrock, and I'm skipping. You know what I'm saying? $4,000. A lot of people don't make that in a month. If you're a contractor, technically, profit wise, now I paid for the materials. That's not including materials. That's just labor. $4,000. I paid for the materials. So that's a lot of damn money I gave that dude. And people coming in the comment section talking about, oh, you trying to get over. That was cheap. That was cheap. What the fuck I'm supposed to pay? 10? Stupid ass nigga. What I'm supposed to pay? 10, 15,000, 20,000? What would have been a fair price for me to pay that guy? You see what I'm saying? 12 sheets of sheetrock, 13 sheets of sheetrock, and do an LVL wall that I just told you some shit he knocked out in 3 hours. What would have been a fair price? See, because niggas love to come tell me like I don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm just incompetent. The thing is, man, I'm gonna say this. Y'all remember that hater video I did a while ago? Y'all remember that hater video? A lot of trolls, man, if they see you trying to grow and trying to do something in your life, I'm sharing this opportunity, this journey as I go along the way. I'm gonna tell you now, this is what I guarantee. Hold on, what you say? You say I pay my contractors to repaint a whole 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment with finishing the whole floors of the apartment for $6,000 when putting up backsplash in the kitchen, baths, and installing fixtures. $6,000. So that's FJ. Thank you, brother. So if somebody come to you right now, FJ, and say, hey man, we're gonna put up 3 2x4s, we're gonna take them, it's gonna be 19 feet 5 inches long. We're gonna drill holes in them, we're gonna put some bolts, and we're gonna tighten them up with washers, and then we're gonna put it up as one big piece of LVL wood, and then we're gonna put, in order for it to rest, we're gonna rest it on 2 or 3 2x4s on each end, and we're gonna get rid of it and bust out your load bearing wall so it'll be an open floor plan. And we're gonna charge you, and we're gonna do 12 sheets, and we're gonna hang 12 sheets of sheetrock. And we want $4,000. Tell me, FJ. Tell me what you would think. Cause I took the price, I was like, I'm trying to get some reputable motherfuckers that do real work. You see what I'm saying? He got a license. I can go out there. I thank you. That is a lot. And I said, the dude got a license. I can go out there and fuck with him. I'm not finna go down there and do that. Me, just like when I got into it with Kevin Samuels. I could have tried to shit on Kevin Samuels and went to Rip Off Report. I could have went to what's the name of that place? Where you go online and look at reviews. I could have went online and left 4 or 5 different negative reviews about him and stuff like that. I could have put the copy and pasted the email stream on Rip Off Report and tried to screw that man over. I left it alone. I said, man, that man trying to make a life, trying to make a living. Fuck it. I just said what I had to say and kept it moving with Kevin Samuels. You know what I'm saying? Fuck him. I don't really like his ass. He don't like me. It's cool. It is what it is. I don't dwell on shit like that. Me seeing the work, when I rode there yesterday and saw that work and looked at it, thoroughly looked at it. And I knew when I said I was going to share this rehab process, I knew what I was going to run into with black people. I knew it because I've been dealing with it for decades, man. Look, man. I told y'all in my last video, man, this dude was on my property cussing at me because he wanted to get paid on Friday and he was nowhere near done. I told him, bro, I can't pay you till you get done. And I'm checking, and you ain't laid my carpet, you ain't finished cutting out my baseboards, you ain't painting my trim like you're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? You ain't. It's some more stuff he had to do. Like, you're not gonna get finished today. The dudes, I asked the workers, what time are y'all leaving, man? We leaving at 5. I'm like, okay, it's like 3:30, 3:30, 4 o'clock. You got a big ass roll of carpet. No way in hell he was gonna cut that carpet. Nigga, you better have my money. Like, man, I ain't giving you shit, nigga. Like, this is what it came down to. So me and this nigga, they had to hold us apart. I'm trying to kill his ass. Like, nigga, who the fuck you talking to? This is the shit it comes to when dealing with black folk. A lot of times, I hate to say it, when I done dealt with white folks, it ain't never came to a point where we felt like I'm about to go to blows. The only time I felt like it might be some street shit, I might have to get into some real action with a motherfucker, is when I'm dealing with my own people. And it be the main ones that like to sit around and talk about, oh, they love this pro-black shit. And I'm gonna tell you, MOT said some real deep shit. I was on the phone with him. He said, man, you cannot do, what did he say? He said, I'm gonna paraphrase. I think he said most of these pro-black people have never run a business. You can't run a business and it's hard. It is so hard to be pro-black and run a business and really support your own. It is extremely hard because black people have shown over and over and over and over. I got a homeboy named Eddie. He ran into the same thing. You know what happened to Eddie? Let me tell y'all what I did years ago. I got into it with that dude. I had a dude named Slim that worked for him. Because when I got into it with that guy and he went down there and put that mechanics lien on my property, do you know he didn't pay his workers? And he claimed it was my fault. Right? I said, brother, the way the bank works with the draws, just so you guys know, I was going through this hard money company called Investwell based out of Dallas, Texas. They had people that would come and do pictures. The carpet had to be laid, all the paintwork had to be done, and the other few things had to be done before I could give him his money because the bank pays me. I had like $2,000 in my account. I couldn't pay him. I went to my bank account and paid his payroll for his people, right? And I came out cheaper, actually, because then the people was like, well, we ain't working for him no more. 2 of them did, and they worked for me, Slim and another dude. They helped me finish their house, and I just paid them like $800 a week a piece. And kept the rest of the money, saved them. That's how I was able to put like 15 in my pocket. Because it took them like another month to finish the house off based on all the other stuff, all the little small stuff. Because see, when you deal with these houses, it's not the big stuff that gets you, it's the damn details with the damn, like painting is easy. You can run through and paint a house in a few hours. It's that damn cutting out with them baseboards. That shit take time. Cutting the windows out. If you get paint on the window panes, you got to scrape that off. That takes time. You got to do, that's what takes the time. See what I'm saying? I'm talking about real world experience doing this, man. I'm not trying to be cocky or condescending to nobody because I feel like anybody can do what I'm doing. I'm not exceptionally intelligent, no more. You can do this with a 3rd grade education, what I'm talking about. But it does take time. It does take energy. It takes effort. And you'll look at a house and be like, okay, we got it painted. We got the cabinets. We got the kitchen. We got this. We got that. And it's that little stuff. Hanging your blinds, like when you do cabinets, like for example, I wanted some black cabinets in this one house. Well, you can paint them black, but then you got to wait till they dry. Then you got to come back and you put your varnish on top of that so that when people come in there and put their dishes in, it won't stick, because dirt. See, this is something I had to learn because I painted some cabinets. Somebody came back and the lady told me before we closed, we had to put varnish on. So I had to come in there and put varnish on the cabinets. This is a lot of stuff you have to do. And in doing so, I was actually kind of learning this as I was going along. And I'm just telling you, like, it's a lot of work with entitlement. But my thing is, if you're going to come into a business like this, or real estate like this, man, I'm showing this, I'm living this out in the open. And so I guess I am open to ridicule. That's par for the course. Some of it I delete because I think it's really profoundly ignorant, some of the comments. Some people make comments and say stuff. One brother made the comment about it being cheap. And I'm like, okay. One brother said I didn't vet the guy. I'm like, well, maybe he just don't know that I actually met this guy at a job that he was doing and saw what he was doing. Walked around, he talked about it. Yeah, man, I did this, I did that. Now he didn't tell me that he doing this for the white folks, and I'm gonna get to you, and I'm gonna just half-ass your shit because I'm gonna try to squeeze out and get another job, and we ain't gonna really come in here and do it, give it the best. We gonna get it by 85, 90% done, then we gonna skip out. That's how motherfuckers do. See what I'm saying? So, I'm like, okay, I'm not too mad because he got me to where all it would take is about $400, $500 to finish it. Now, if he had got it to like 50%, I would be upset. First of all, he wouldn't have his money. He wouldn't have the money he got now if he got it to 50%. That it just won't be done. But he got it to a certain point where I at least can get in there and look at the work and see what's going on with it and try to make changes to it and get it done, and it won't really kill me. And I still see, this is why I said what I said about I'm gonna do this in sections. What if I'd have gave this guy a whole job? What would have happened? What if he came in there and started trying to do, what if he did my roof? It would have been leaking. You know how bad it is? I've had somebody do a roof and it was shoddy. Oh my God. You talking about a pain in the ass? A bad roof will cost you so much damage later on down the line when you trying to get an inspection and he done shoddy work. The Mexicans got me all new stuff I ain't even had to ask for. They went got me stuff that I ain't even asked for and put it in my roof. They went and got did stuff, man, that I really, and I appreciate that. And so I called him back too. I said, man, shoot, I might let him finish the whole job. I called him today. I was like, man, let me go and let this cat finish the whole job. Y'all just saw me a few minutes ago. I'm at a car auction. So I'm at a car auction. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of shit I'm trying to do. Like, man, when you trying to do too much, I ain't got time to hold your damn hand when it comes to these houses, man. I don't. If I got to hold your hand, then I don't need to work with you. So if that's the case, then I probably don't need to work with black folks that feel like if I got to go and do all the stuff that these people in the comment section is saying, well, you didn't check references. I had 2 and 3 people give me quotes. He was in the middle. I had somebody sit there do that shit for $2,800. And another dude said 45. So, I mean, he was in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of at a point now, like, what can I do? You guys tell me, since everybody in the comment section and all these millennials or people that's in the comment section are such geniuses and have been able to, amass millions flipping houses. Then let me, you know what I'm saying? Teach me something, because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. It's par for the course, man. Part of being in this business, I'm gonna tell you the gospel truth. Part of being in this business is dealing with fuck ups, dealing with black people, dealing with not just black people. You might actually run into some Mexicans that don't do good work, or some white folks, or whoever. That's just par for the course. Shady contractors are everywhere. It's just like mechanics. I've dealt with mechanics that lie and fix something else and tell you they fix something way more intensive. Come to find out they didn't, because when I started asking for my parts, that's when I called them up lying. That's when I knew they was lying. See what I'm saying? Shit like that. Mechanics, I mean, I've seen shit like that. 2020 did a special when I was a kid about mechanics. They had a car that they knew what was wrong with it. They saw the dude look at it. They had a hidden camera. He went up under there. This was at a major company, like good Mr. Transmission, or he went up under there, saw the part, fixed it, and then lied and told them folks it would cost them $2,000. And then the dude came in up the camera like, no, this is actually what we did. We saw you on camera fix this. Why did you tell us it? He couldn't say shit. People don't have integrity. A lot of people don't. Not just black folks. I will admit that. I don't think that I'm not one of those people that believes that the white man ice is colder. I don't. But I'm going to tell the truth. There's a reason why even the people in the comment section in the other videos saying licensed and you need somebody licensed and bonded. Okay. I saw the license. I don't know if he's bonded. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm assuming he is. He probably wasn't. I don't know. But I do know he has a license in the state of Georgia. That part I do know. Nobody asked. I mean, they just assumed I just went with some little jackleg nigga that did, and gave him $4,000. Like that's you know how much work you can do for $4,000. I know dudes that would take $5,500 back in the day. They'll come in and paint the inside, caulk, paint the inside of a house, paint the outside of the house. They'll come and cut carpet in all 4 of the rooms. And they'll probably set you a couple of stoop. I'm talking about for $4,000 or $5,000. They'll call that a lipstick and rouge job. They'll come in, hang fake them little cheap paper blinds. They'll hang $5,000. And for four, I'm asking for a little bit of work. And then when I say it, I'm trying to cut corners. What was I supposed to pay? 10? 10,000 for a damn LVL and 12 sheets of sheetrock? Come on, man. Do I need to show receipts on how much I paid at Lowe's so they won't think I'm lying about the materials or something like that? That this is where we are as a people. Like I said, I don't want to talk forever about it. Like I said, I'm sharing my journey. This ain't gonna be the last time I'm gonna probably be upset with this house. But this is par for the course in this business. It's stressful when it comes, and I guess this is something, maybe this is some of y'all might be like, man, I want to get into real estate. I just want you to see what it's like to have to, and I've been doing this for years. It's stressful to try to save money, because you damn right, I am trying to save money. Like, don't get it twisted. But I felt like when it came to that LVL, something structural like that, I needed somebody that could deal with the city. See what I'm saying? Because I didn't just get anybody to build no load-bearing wall, because people have been over to that house from the city of Atlanta. See, but people don't know that. See, because what happened, and shout out to JC. JC put the trash in the yard because the dumpster I had called Cellar. And then I'll get somebody to put it in the dumpster when they deliver the dumpster next week. Because they was backed up a few days with the day that JC came up there, one of my students, and bust out the tile. Well, over the weekend when that stuff was sitting in the backyard, they called the city. Soon as the dumpster gets there that Monday morning, I get a call from the city. So now the city is aware that I'm doing this. They knew I was doing the load bearing wall because they saw it. They saw all that. So you got to be careful. That's why I got it a licensed guy. How do you think I'm just get some unlicensed guy to come in there and do? This is the type of stuff nobody asked me though. I guess they just assumed that I was just gonna go get some little jackleg. You don't come in the comment section and do no armchair investing without knowing the facts and just guesstimating what's what. Don't do that. This is what we have a tendency, people online have a tendency to do, is just make an assessment. You should have asked me questions. Then I probably would have told you certain things. You see what I'm saying? Now, it is what it is. It's done and it's solid. I mean, the city, guy came in there, he didn't say nothing. Because he called me, said, man, dude came in here, he said, so just on that alone, that's why I paid him $4,000. That's really why I did it. The dude that was 28, I don't know, he could have been licensed too. But my thing was, I wanted his price first before I worried about it. See what I'm saying? And then I said, okay, well, are you licensed? Because I told the dude what happened with the city, with the trash. I said, the city on my ass now. They coming over here looking. Are you going to do something? He said, oh, yeah, I got you. That part, I will give the brother credit. He did do that. He helped me get past that part. But as far as the finishing of the sheetrock, he shitted on me. It's real simple. I don't have no way of talking about that, but it's just one way that went. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure, people, when you talk and when you say stuff, that you know what you're talking about. Number one. Number two, for those of you guys that want to get into real estate, this is part of it. If you flipping. If you flipping, well, I ain't got that problem. I got good work. Okay. All right. Every investor I know that went through this. Every investor. You can go on YouTube right now and go to Bigger Pockets and talk about, there's this female, I forget her name. She went through the exact same thing. Contractors is really what makes this scary, not the actual numbers. You could get if you could look at a property and say, man, if I drop $40,000 in this house, I bought it for this. This is what the comps say it should be worth. I should make $80,000. That's easy. Okay, good. So you should just be able to get somebody $40,000, and the house should get rehab. Shouldn't be no problems. You should just come back in a month and a half, and the house should be ready to go. Right? You know how rare that is. You know how many the people that you know that can get to that point where they can just drop 40,000 and know that it's gonna be done. You know what? You can count. I can count on one hand, and I was a full-time real estate investor for 6 years. Right? 6 years. I did this full time. This is all I did. Every day I would wake up and go to the house, and man, I had 6 houses going at once. I was doing damn good. And I had a crew of Mexicans. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I had one brother, and the rest of them was Mexican. Dude named Valente, his brother Pedro, all them cats was working up under me. It was 3 Mexicans and a brother. The brother was one of my homeboys, right? And me and him was supposed to be cool. I get on that later. But what happened, they would do that. They would work hard. And you know what? I could count on them Mexicans every morning when I would get up. I could count on them to be out. By the time I get there at 8:30, they done already done damage. If they tearing something down or paint, they done already painted a couple of rooms. I'm talking about 8:30 in the morning when most black folks just showing up for work, looking at their phones. They already in there to work. Oh yeah, on a Friday, I come in there with their money. They don't just leave. I would come in there on a Friday. I don't talk about this because I would still, even with all this, I'm saying I still rather see black people in those positions. But I got to tell my testimony. I would come in on Friday and get these cats their money every Friday, right? And what happened is they would stay there till 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. I said, man, y'all leaving now. We're gonna finish this up right here. I didn't have to tell them. This was every time I gave them their money. You could guarantee they was gonna stay and finish something every time. They would not leave for lunch. They would literally. I'm telling you real stuff. Like this don't mean they better than black folks, but I mean this cat one time he had went home and came back and we was working on the house and this cat ain't had that much money. He told me to go to the store and buy him some drumettes. They sat there and cooked them damn drumettes right there on the side of the house. Put some sticks and lit the shit with a lighter and cooked them right there with a pot. I was laughing. We was laughing and joking about like, y'all cooking right here? You know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just a different work ethic. You see what I'm saying? That dude Valente was the main one I dealt with. He wound up going to Birmingham. I heard he got his own company now. And him and his brother got their own company up in Birmingham, up in Homewood. You know what I'm saying? Bunch of, like, the Mexicans taking over Hoover and stuff like that. Up in Birmingham, taking it over. So, I mean, there's a reason behind that, and it has a lot to do with our lack of discipline, our lack of focus. That's just the bottom line. And these Mexicans, man, they're coming and work for years, man. I mean, this cat worked for me for about 4 years, 3 years, 3.5 years. I could count on him. That's why I tell you, when you hear me these stories about me going to Brazil and not Brazil, going to Dominican Republic and London, I would just call him. I'll check the time zone over there. Say, okay, it's about 8 o'clock. Let me call. I would call. I hear the radio in the background. Hey, what's going on? We're here. Da, 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 da. Oh, okay. What you need? He said, okay, I'm going to Lowe's. I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need that. What do you want to do? I said, okay, I'm gonna call you. Can you wait at Lowe's? I'm gonna call you in 45 minutes. How long will it take? I will be out the country and call him in 45 minutes. He'll be standing there at Lowe's waiting for me to pay for the stuff if he needs to buy something. They didn't care. This is what the lifestyle. But you know how many? Now I told you I almost got in a fight with a dude. The dude that worked with me that used to be his worker come to find out he was a junkie. I sold a house to a dude in California. Soon as the day I sold it, he went in there and snatched the damn thing out the furnace and sold a copper. Now I'm paying this dude $600 a week, and he still went there or whatever it was, 800, something like that. And he going in there and snatched the copper out that thing, man. This is what happened. Then I had another dude. He was cool, but he got locked up. It was hard to find people, man. It's hard. It is. Let me tell you something. If you can find somebody in the real estate business that can actually do the work and is going to show up and do what they say they're going to do you understand how wealthy you can get? If you got a guy and you know you can depend on him, and he said, man, you give me $800 a week. Exactly. People want to get paid for. You say, hey, man, you give me $800 a week and I'll be here. You know, it's whatever. Yeah, I had another dude. I forgot about this one. I took a dude to Birmingham. This is gospel truth. Took him to Birmingham. We rode all the way to Birmingham. Had the house. He told me he's gonna finish the house for $5,500. Right? Well, the homeboy who was supposed to be my friend actually was in the car with me when the bank called me that I was lending from, and he knew that I was getting a certain amount for a draw. This nigga gets back and calls this dude and tells him. And the dude called me a cussing, talking about he want more money because I'm making a fool out of him. He already know how much money I'm getting off a draw. Now, this is a house that I'm doing that I done went and took the risk for. I'm on the line for. But this nigga feel like, okay, if this nigga getting a $10,000 draw, I'm only charging this nigga $5,600. Shit, he need to at least give me about 8 or 9. I'm the one doing all the work. Niggas, pocket watching. Worrying about how much money he think I'm finna put in my pocket. I'm the one on the hook for the house though. See what I'm saying? But he worked, me and this nigga got into it. This is a dude who I knew his brother. I went to school with his brother. This, I'm telling you, that's just me. Then I had another story about another dude who I hooked up with my homeboy Eddie. And so what happened on this, this is facts. Where can I get, where, y'all think I'm just pulling this out my ass? This is what happens. These are my experiences with black contractors. This before I sold my first house. I had my house, I was working on my house, and the dude came, my homeboy had a $32,000 like signature loan with him and his wife. They was doing a rehab. It was his first rehab ever, right? He had just moved to Montgomery from Atlanta, right? So dude up there talking, he was like, yeah, man, we gonna do this and we gonna do that. And so when he started the job, he went and came back off the truck. Now it's a big duplex, probably about 1,000 square feet per side, or maybe more. Maybe it's like a 3-1 on each side, right? So I'm thinking this dude it's like a 2,500 square foot total property, total square feet. This nigga pulls up with one bucket of Sherwin-Williams paint from another job. He think I didn't know that, right? So he like, yeah, man, this the paint I bought. Now my boy gave him money for the materials, right? So my homeboy already knew. He said, man, this nigga think we stupid, man. So I go up to the dude. I said, bro, this all the paint? Yeah, man. I said, dude, how you gonna paint the whole house with one 5-gallon bucket? You need at least maybe 2.5. Cause you know what I'm saying? I said, we want 2 coats on each wall. So how you gonna, you know what I'm saying? He talking about he rolling it. I said, bro, you gonna put 2 coats on each wall and run through this whole house with a 5-gallon bucket of Sherwin-Williams paint? Yeah. I said, come on, man. My dad, God rest his soul, my dad was a painter, man. I know better. You ain't finna flip this house. You ain't finna fix this house and paint it with no 1 5-gallon bucket. You asked us for $700 or $800 worth of materials down or something. He put that money in his pocket and tried to throw us some money left over, paint left over from another job, instead of going and buying what he told us he was gonna go buy. Me and him got into it. See what I'm saying? All this is facts. Now all of this happened over like a 5-year period for me. A 5-year period till I got to the Mexicans. You see what I'm saying? I ain't saying the Mexicans was perfect. I had some situations with some other groups of Mexicans that I dealt with. Man, you like, come on, man. I don't know how many houses I did. I did a lot of houses. So I know for a fact that when it comes to real estate, for me, the least stress I have dealt with in the real estate industry has been dealing with Mexicans, dealing with people that come from another culture. Or if not Mexicans, probably somebody like some Jamaicans, or, just be fair. Somebody that ain't ADO, somebody that ain't African American. Have I dealt with African American contractors that were good, reputable guys that would show up and do what the hell they told me they was going to do? Of course. The brother that got locked up, soon as he got out, I gave him another job because he was a good brother. Soon as he got out, I called him. His name was Rock. I said, man, soon as he got out, I gave him another, and I could trust Rock. He was African American, but you know how I met Rock? Another contractor. He did my first house. He helped me finish my first house. Me and him got into it because I told him not. He was spraying the walls in the first house. I said, hey, man, I'm not putting no carpet in this house. So when you spray the walls, could you at least cover my floors, because it's hardwood, and I don't want to have to come back in here and try to scrape up and spend 2 or 3 days trying to scrape up some paint. He didn't care. He came in there and just sprayed the walls. And I asked Rock. Rock was there. He said, man, I told him to cover the floor. He didn't, and I ain't studying that shit. I'm going to do what I want to do. Come on, man. Black folks. Black people. This is what you deal with. I'm just one guy now. What you think my homeboy Eddie, that one story, Eddie had a couple of stories with situations like that. And then we got in that vein of Mexicans where they were starting to do work, and they were showing they were working hard. They would work. They would take little 10-minute lunches and go straight back to work. Them Joes was working damn near 9 hours a day, working late on Friday. You think I'm finna go and look at like the coach used to tell us, look at me, I gotta get my balls out the ant bed. I'm not finna be up here worrying about you. So that's the way that works. And when you can't be talking about black people like that. Black people work hard. You talking like it's all black. I'm not saying it's all, but let's not act as though black people don't have a problem with work ethic. We do. We've shown a propensity to not do what we say we're gonna do. We've shown a propensity in work to not show up on time, to show up at 2 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon, just starting to work when jokers have been there since 7 o'clock. Or to, we got people that tell, hey man, I'm gonna start on the work to job tomorrow. Then when I talk to the dude, yeah man, I called you 3 times. I text you and everything. You didn't get it? Like, come on, man. Come on. You doing another job. You tied my job up, tried to take the keys so nobody else can get it. And then you're going to try to finish the other job, then come back and do mine. And then you're going to lie on me instead of you just being factually saying, hey, man, I was a little tied up. I apologize. I would have respected that had he said, hey, man, I really want to do the job. I apologize, brother. I'm going to do it. We're going to start. I know you bought the materials. Just hell out of that. That's not what I got, though. What I got was, hey, man, did you get my message? Then what makes it so bad the other day, right around the last couple of days I was working with him, he was like, yeah, man, if you had answered the phone when I was calling, when I first started, man, shoot, we'd have been done earlier, man. This nigga, not only is you lying, but you blaming me for it. He said that brothers BS on the clock all day. The other crews, white boys and Mexicans, come in and get the job done ASAP. That's it. I ventured out. If people actually had the work ethic that we had when we were former slaves and under Jim Crow, we would be the wealthiest group of people in this damn country right now because we were the labor in this country. But we've lost that. And when I said earlier, I'm going to say this because I pissed off some female, I guess she ultra Democrat. When I said that I hope Donald Trump get reelected, I meant it because I think government programs, let me explain why I said that. Because I guess she thought that, what does that have to do with people not doing their work? Let me explain something. You ain't going to do that if you feel like you got Section 8 welfare, food stamps. You can go fuck with your baby mama. She can get on WIC and all these vouchers and shit like that. If you felt like that, if your baby mama was like, hey, nigga, you ain't getting no pussy. Excuse my French, you ain't getting nothing until you come in and you can show me that you can consistently get a job. You see, this brother burned a bridge for him and his wife because he was too lazy to go out and do what it is he was supposed to do and finish the last little 10%. That probably would have took him a half a day, but he don't want to do that. So he'd rather burn a bridge with another black man, which hurts his consistency because if I'm doing 5 and 6 houses, he ain't getting them and his wife ain't getting those listings. So you just took money out your household. See, a guy that's thinking about the future and thinking about consistency and not dependent on maybe, hey, even if we don't got no money, we can go sign up for this program. Or if we ain't got no money, we can go do this. See, let me tell you something. We need a little bit of social Darwinism in the black community. We need black people to feel pain. We need black people to understand the consequences of their actions. You should not be able to go out here and be in business, treat people like shit, and then expect that, hey, if it comes down to it, why you think people got this flippant ass attitude about business? You feel like you can get a job. You feel like you can get if you got your girl got kids, you can go sign up for shit. You ain't worried about it. That creates that fosters an attitude of apathy and complacency in business. It's government programs. If you get rid of government programs, there will be a higher demand for black people to get out here and produce and be producers. You cut productivity. Let me tell you something. And I'm not trying to brag on my class or no shit like that. I go all out for my students, not because I go out with my students for relationships with my students. I was on the phone with a student today he gave me $400 last year. And I'm still on the phone coaching this brother. Hey, he went in for an interview at 3 o'clock and I got to check with him, see how it went. But I'm coaching this brother. I got his money. I ain't got to call him no more. He told me, man, I appreciate that. He said, I know you really care about me being successful. It's not about people in business appreciate genuineness. And when you really do genuinely care, if this dude genuinely cared like he claimed he did and said he likes to see the black man win, then you won't go out there and leave my sheetrock half done like that about you and yours. The government says there's no money for these programs. Exactly. It's not going to be scary. It's going to be fabulous. I'm going to dance in the street. Look here. I'm going to go live and be happy as hell if they cut. So if the government said they run out of money, they can't pay for all this social shit. I'll be happy as hell. Because half the dudes that's online complaining about black women and this and black women and that, get rid of these social programs. Pookie and Ray Ray ass they're going to fall to the bottom of the list. You work for who? You make what? This who I'm finna get with. See, back in the days, it was real simple. You couldn't sell you. It wasn't like you could raise a child selling drugs, especially back then, because it wasn't like it got in the 80s and stuff. So what they did was those women would choose a man who was able to provide a producer. You see what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff, it really shapes the values of our communities when you have kids who grow up in a household whereby mediocrity is accepted. It's okay. You got people making excuses for somebody screwing a black person over who gave them $4,000 to hang 12 pieces of sheetrock and put up a damn LVL wall. And you making excuses for that, telling me I'm incompetent and I didn't do my job and without asking me shit, just telling me. So yeah, I'll be glad if Donald Trump got back in. You damn right. I'm not finna toe these little lines that people want me to toe and be like, oh, you don't care about Donald Trump. You don't care about. I'm like, hell no, I don't care. You know how many people I done had these last few years get mad at me because they be saying shit about Trump. I'd be like, I just sit there with this little stoic look in my face like, okay. You don't care? No, I don't give a shit. Because I remember what it was like every other week when a nigga was getting shot under Obama. I remember that shit. You see what I'm saying? I remember when Obama came here to Atlanta and was at Morehouse talking shit to dudes about raising their kids to Morehouse graduates. And I remember people was really upset about that shit. But we got short-term memory. You see what I'm saying? I don't got no short-term memory. So for me, and first of all, I wasn't no Democrat anyway. I ain't been a Democrat ever in my life, ever. I ain't never been a Democrat. But I do understand I'm not a Republican either. I have been a Republican, but I'm not now. But I think what benefit, I'm a black person. I'm not black. I'm not Democrat or Republican, I'm black. So for me, what works for black people? To me, what works practically for black people, actually probably is more conservative values. You need to be responsible for your actions. You see what I'm saying? You don't need some government social programs to help you. Just because, and that's the thing, I'd rather you suffer for a season because that weakness has to leave. You know what I'm saying? I said it before. Black people don't understand shit but pain. You don't want to change in the black community. Black people have to experience pain first. If we don't get no pain, we're not going to change. Why would you change if you're comfortable? Why would you change if you know that there's always some safety net program you can fall back on where you don't have to really be responsible? Why not have 5 or 6 kids out of wedlock? Why not go out here and do jobs with motherfuckers and treat them like shit and try to not do their work and then cost my wife some work? See, his wife, he done ruined her name. He done stopped her from getting my listing. So he done stopped $10,000-$12,000 because if I'd have gave her the listing and she'd have split it with another realtor, or if she had sold the property with a buyer, then that would have been $12,000-$13,000 she would have got. That would have been 6% for her. So 6% of a $200,000 house, that's $12,000 he cost his wife. He don't know that. He don't know that because I actually liked the lady. She was a cool lady because she was always available. She always answered. His wife actually did good work. Facts. She would get off work. If I told her I wanted to see a property, she would literally get off work at 4:30 and meet me anywhere in Atlanta. We'll be riding all the way out to Tucker. She would meet me in Riverdale. She was a good realtor, and it's hard to find good realtors. But she sent me her husband. So I can't let her list this next property because I told her I would, but now I can't because of his ass. So when she asks me, I'm going to tell her. I got pictures. I'm going to send her pictures and I'm going to explain. Look, sister, this is what he did. This is what happened. This is who I had to pay to get it done. He never came back. He told me he would. He didn't. So that last little bit of, $200 that was left in the job that he never claimed because he felt like he was good, I had to go pay somebody $500 to fix it. So he cost me some money. And I just, I can't do that. And that's that. That's that. See what I'm saying? That you right, he don't care. That's the thing. Let me tell you how, and this is the thing. I'm not saying he directly benefits from social programs. I'm talking about the attitude that was being referred to earlier up in the comments about this entitlement mindset. The attitude that black people have when it comes to business was not there under Jim Crow. So if you in the scientific method, you have a control group, which is an untrained. In the experiment in this situation, we already know under Jim Crow, Without all this shit, we was way better off as far as our work ethic in a lot of areas. We saw that because of the productivity that we had. The white dude, actually, I know a white guy in South Carolina called Not So Bland Mike. He said there was a social program where this lady at a community college was trying to get some kids to sign up. They were going to pay them $10 an hour while they were learning, and then they were going to place them in a electrical firm and let them be apprentice electricians. And then they're thinking by then they're going to be making $15 an hour. She couldn't find nobody. She said people would go there for a couple of weeks and quit. See what I'm saying? What I think happened, this is just my theory. I think our work ethic was destroyed because if social programs sustain the family right now, then why does a man need to be a man and sustain? A man doesn't have to necessarily sustain his community. He doesn't have to. Like a man, because a guy that's looking at it like, man, I gotta pay bills, I got this, I got that. He's not gonna do no shit like that. He's gonna be like, nah, I ain't doing that shit, man. I might need this brother, man. See, he gonna feel like he need me, and he gonna feel like, man, I need to help this brother make sure he's successful because next time he need a job, why would a dude be that damn cocky and lazy like that? Because there's an attitude of entitlement. There's an attitude of ungrateful, not gratefulness. He don't owe me shit because I was gonna pay him, and that's it. We'd have been straight. We'd have been even. Now, it's not like he's doing me a favor. It's not like I'm doing him a favor by giving him the job. But I do think we have an attitude of people in our community that feel like they are pretty much facilitated from government programs helping them. I think government programs do way more damage than just destroy the family. The whole family structure is thrown off. That's why this dude he got a family, a wife, responsibilities, and you fucking up jobs like this. What's the common denominator? Why you feel like you would just fuck a job up like that? Why do you feel like you could just fuck somebody over like that? It is an entitlement issue. You right, a screenwriter 94. It is an entitlement issue. Right now, he doesn't have an incentive to get out here and feel like he needs to do good business. Why is he not incentivized? Let's follow this backwards. Let's reverse engineer this. So he doesn't feel like he has any kind of way, and I'm still gonna be all right. Why is that? Where did that lazy, I'm just gonna treat him any kind of way attitude come from? Because that speaks to his values and what type of character he has. This is a character issue. Now we're getting into upbringing. We're getting into value systems, what he values as right and wrong. You see what I'm saying? If I take somebody's money, damn it, I need to do the work that I tell them I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm not just gonna think this guy ain't a millennial. This guy's a Generation X guy. You know what I'm saying? This guy talking about we had whip appeal. Yeah, that I ain't want that type of whip appeal. We didn't need that. But still, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. I think that what happened is our family society, our family structure has been broken. And thereby you got guys like this who are out here working, doing shoddy work. And he doesn't feel like he needs. Now, I ain't going to go into the value system like that because, you know, I did a video not too long ago about our value system coming up out the church, and people don't like that either. But that's just real. He felt like, I know dudes, I hate to say this because this is going to sound real messed up. One of the best workers, you know why Lattimore, the guy I told you that's a painter, Lattimore a preacher. And Lattimore, when I talked to Lattimore said, man, I do everything as unto the Lord, man. You know, the last time I heard that, I ain't heard that since the 80s. From a black man? He said, man, when I'm out here working, man, I'm working as unto the Lord. I'm not doing it for you, bro. He said, I do it for the money to help feed my family, but I do it as unto the Lord. He said, so if I don't feel like it's right, I go back over stuff. Like I seen, Lattimore was painting the house and had a couple of blotches or something, came and we painted the whole damn room one time. It didn't take but a couple of minutes. But I said, oh, you painted the whole thing up? Yeah, man, I just want to make sure it's right, man. I didn't ask him to do that, but he did it anyway. And then I talked to him. He said he's doing it out of his fear of God. You know, his belief system. You see what I'm saying? That's it. Now, a lot of the cats don't have these value systems no more. Now you got a lot of former drug dealers, because actually the dude that did my house that didn't do the right, that one I'm talking about, he used to sell drugs. Not to say that people that are reformed drug dealers are all just bad people, because at least he ain't out here selling drugs or robbing or something. At least he is trying to make another living. Kudos to him for that. But a lot of people don't have value systems like they used to have no more. They don't. He don't have the same values, man. This brother out here doing stuff. I'm like, man, why you do that? That's black. A lot of them are preachers. They really in the church. Sorry, that's true. That's something. Now, OP, I ain't saying everybody in the church is perfect and everybody in the church right. We all know that ain't right, right? But I do know the dudes that I know that are believers. Those are the guys, the older preachers that I know that was in the church, that the dudes I know that'll stay and work hard, like got that same work ethic, like the Mexicans that's black. Hey, those people, Christians, off the top. The people that don't, I don't know. But like the dudes I almost got in the fight with, both of them wasn't. The dude, Nuwabian, the guy that had the Sherwin Williams paint, he said they're trying to talk to me about being a Nuwabian or something. He gonna turn around and do some mess like that. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say, man. 'Cause I'd have killed my whole battery. So, well, I mean, yeah, people can hate on me for saying I'm a believer. I really don't care. I mean, at the end of the day, they could say, you know, if I got to worry about what the world say about me saying I fear Christ, that's on my level. That's something I think about. Then, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm crazy about that. They can say what they want about that. That's just what I am. Hey, I think that's rare nowadays. Most people out here scared to say. It's people out here that believe in Christ. They're scared to open their mouth and say they go to church, or say they believe the Bible, or say they go. You know, I think it's a lot of that. People are afraid because we done been attacked so much. We kind of got it boxed in now. We so scared to get out here and say what we really feel now because people are just, you know, sad about it, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I you know, that's it, man. It says too many black people, too many black folk abhor tangible, measurable standards to meet. They know they're not meeting them or plan to. They just want praise for just being as is. That's right, man. Great point, brother. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people do want praise just for being who they are, just for just getting out the bed. I think this social media genre has really destroyed that. I'm fly. Go on social media. Niggas want to post up in the club like they ballers, like they millionaires. Some dudes I know dudes that work at a factory making $12 an hour, but you go on their Instagram, them niggas look like they damn make millions, bro. They in the club posted up with all the dimes and taking, I'm like, damn, this nigga spend half his check, stay in his mom's house, got a nice car, but you see that nigga car, you see that nigga house. I mean, you see that, not his house, but his car, you see him in the club, fly as hell. You know what I'm saying? You know, it says I'm pro-black, but yeah, I kind of can't acknowledge my spirituality in a lot of those spaces. Being a woman makes it work. Yeah, you can't. You can't as a black man, a black man or black woman. Anybody black right now can't talk about going to church. Because people think we suckers. They think we believe the white man is God. They tell us that I believe my pastor is such, he's above reproach and he can't, you know, my pastor can't never do nothing wrong. And I'm stupid. I'm going to go out here and defend now you got some niggas that do. But they think I'm stupid and I'm gonna go out here and see a pastor sleeping with everybody's wife and riding in $200,000 cars and folks in there getting their lights cut off and I'm supposed to be cool with it. I ain't cool with that. That ain't what the Bible. I'm what the Bible say. That's it. I'm not with these niggas. I ain't with all this stuff some of these cats do. Don't put that on me. Ask me what I believe. Don't tell me. You know what I'm saying? That's why if you follow the scriptures, there's a lot of stuff we do as people that the scriptures don't even say. For example, you can have more than one wife. I ain't saying I do. But what I'm saying is, you read the Bible objectively. There's a lot of stuff you can do that people put on us that tell us we can't do. That's why you hear me talk like I do on my channel. Just read the Gospels. Jesus sat there and cussed out the Pharisees, cussed them clean out. You know what I'm saying? People cuss folks out all the time. We just don't know no better because we don't think that calling somebody a brood of vipers is a cuss word because don't nobody do that today. We call them an MF. You know what I'm saying? We call them something else. But see, that's a slave term. MF. People don't know that. That's a sex form term. When you call somebody an MF, they would literally they would blindfold you. You wouldn't know who you're sleeping with. And they would make you sleep with your own. But a lot of them did it for pleasure, just to see you, and they'll call you an MF. That's where that term come from. Them sex forms, where they would make you run through your sister or your cousin or something. You up there sleeping with your cousin and producing, you know, children and stuff and getting your cousin pregnant. Stuff like that. Have cats sleep with their own mama. You think they didn't do that back then? That's where this stuff come from. I agree. Now we are. I do agree with that heavily bound with no earthly good. I think a lot of people in the church are very walking with rose-colored glasses on and not cognizant of their surroundings and what's going on around them and ready to give answer. And you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I think a lot of this country stuff is starting to die down, though. I really do. Because there's a lot of cracks in the ideology of a lot of these conscious people. A lot of conscious people you see on YouTube now, they're under attack. They're not as prevalent as they were 7, 8 years ago. You know, now people are starting to say, man, it's a bunch of emotional jargon, people just talking and saying a lot of stuff. But when it comes time for people to really talk about tangibles and things like what I'm talking about now, which is tangible, and I'm being attacked because I'm telling people the truth and saying, well, I think some of them people attacked me because I did a video saying that the church was the backbone of the black community. So, exactly, Umar needs to be under attack. Umar has said a lot of dumb stuff. He has. He ain't the only one. Umar has said a whole lot of dumb stuff. Flimsy stuff. And I respected Umar. You know what I'm saying? Umar, David Banner, these guys have said a lot of ignorant stuff, man. Real talk. So some of these guys are actually probably easier to be agents of chaos way more than a pastor, because you know pastor's been around forever. But these dudes now they can really come in and do a lot of damage, man. Too many of the country community and the poverty pastors of Babylon are on the same side of the coin. Yeah, just like them Democrats and Republicans. Yeah, facts. I do believe that. I think that the church has its efficacy in the black community. I think there are a lot of black people. There's a video I did. What is the church doing in the black community today with my friend Kevin King? Go listen to that video. You'll see what I'm talking about. He about their life. This brother's out there in the streets, helping black people get jobs, going to college, helping black people. You know, doing a lot of good things, buying land, doing things. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people like that. Oh yeah, Killer Mike is. Oh my God. Jason Black just lit into him. But Killer Mike just go watch that show he got on Netflix. You'll see what I'm talking about. This nigga talking about feminism and LGBT. I'm like, nigga, you conscious? Go listen to when celebrities start doing it, that's when you know it's over. When you see what's the guy name? Nick Cannon wearing a turban and talking that crazy sick mess he be talking. Like, wait a minute, dude. You wait a minute, what? You don't believe in gender roles. Like, so you sound like, so you know what I'm saying? He done been out there influenced by the white liberals. Did he want to get the consciousness? And D.L. Hughley's another one. He's just a Democrat to the core, though. He can't even help it. Everything come out his mouth is Democrat, right? So, but that's what I'm saying. These people, this whole conscious stuff is wearing off, and it needs to. But I think the church a lot of times is asleep, man. It's not doing. The church is a sleeping giant, bro. Because I think the churches can touch every community. The church has the history. The church, if I'm talking about, if you want to implement something in the black community right now, you could do it in days with the church, in seconds. You could, if you and whenever you build those networks, which they are, we don't know about. A lot of these pastors do deal with each other in a lot of different ways. We just don't know about it. And a lot of them do things like T.D. Jakes does a lot of good things that people don't know about because he don't brag. He don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? What's the other guy? I actually like Dr. Sebi. I like Dr. Sebi and Minister Inky. When they ain't talking that country, they just talking about health. I actually like it. A lot of them countries guys I actually would watch and soak up a lot of game. They'll teach you some things. That's one I would give a lot of them some respect. I just don't think that I agree with everything come out their mouth. I can't. But what I'm saying is him, I think, who else does a lot of stuff? The dude that's at New Birth now, Jamal Bryant. That's a good brother, man. He doing a lot of good things. You know what I'm saying? But no shine. And see, this is the problem. Like I said in my other video, the church has no, it just doesn't have any real people. Like the guy Lattimore. Nobody knew. I was telling y'all earlier about Lattimore and how he did good work. He told me he did it as unto the Lord. I just told y'all. I ain't tell y'all he did that because he was trying to, you know, because he was just a good. He would tell me like, man, when I do work, I'm doing it unto the Lord. He told me that. And I actually had a level of more respect for that dude because he would show up work and he would work hard. And I remember one time I had to wait on his money one Friday. The money was coming in from the bank. I was waiting on the draw from the bank. He said, "Man, just get me Monday, man. We'll be all right." His work, I'm talking about his workers. One of them was mad, but he was cool. He was like, "Man, don't worry about it, man. We'll get it Monday." Know why? Because he had so much jobs backed up. They was going, he got so many jobs going. He ain't sweating it like that. You see what I'm saying? That's real. Let me go, man. My battery about to go, man. I done talked the whole 75% of my battery. Y'all be blessed, man. Thank y'all for coming to my channel. Be on the lookout. I will do a video basically going through my website. I'm almost done developing the Lifting the Veil Academy as far as the ETL packages, the RDL files, and everything we need. I almost got all my stuff ready. So we about to be good. I'm going to show y'all everything. I have my website up, everything. So I'm going to do that, man. That's going to be empowerment, black empowerment straight up. You know what I'm saying? We got students out here getting jobs. Shout out to LJ. He just got a job. This is his first week, you know what I'm saying, up in Chicago. So we got people getting jobs. We out here winning. We about this money. That's what's up. God bless y'all. Be blessed.